tutorial, we'll be covering some tips on how to create a text reveal animation in After Effects. The idea is not to show how to create a text reveal from scratch, but to discuss an adequate workflow to get the job done professionally and keep in total control over the animation we create. Let's begin. If we talk about text reveal in After, we have to talk about the stroke effect. So, the first step is to trace a path following our text, and once we have the path, we can apply the effect to the layer and set the options to get the reveal effect. The thing is, this effect has some limitations. For example, we cannot affect the order on sequentially animation. In this comp, I have two paths and the stroke effect has been added to the layer. So now I can choose between working with just one mask or working with all masks using all the paths existing into the layer. I can also activate the option to animate sequentially, but there is no way to act individually over any single path. And setting the brush size individually is not an option either. So, how do we gain more control over the animation? Maybe you are thinking of combining several stroke effects, but this doesn't work as we would expect. As you can see in this comp, if we try to combine two effects, they are not working together. In fact, they are not working at all. At this point, we have to look for an alternative solution. And one good option is shape layers. In this other comp, I have a shape layer with several paths. For these paths, we have indeed the possibility to animate them individually and set the animation duration as desired. Also, if we set the layer as track matte for the text, we obtain the same result as working with a stroke effect. At this stage, we have made some progress, but still we have some issues to solve. I'm talking about a problem we are going to find, both working with a stroke effect and working with shape layers. I'm talking about the constant brush size. An even brush size may not be a problem working with capital letters, but when working with stylized text, we are going to face some issues. Because setting a size wider enough to cover the stroke may lead to reveal areas of the text sooner than desired. Again, we need to find a solution. And my solution to this is to chop the text. We can use the mask to divide our text into parts and set up as many segments as a stroke we think we're going to need. Doing that, we are going to get several layers, as you can see in this comp. And the good news are you can choose working with the stroke effect or working with the shape layers, as these workflows works with both methods. And yes, this way to work implies we'll have to invest some time in configure the segments, but in exchange we'll get a cleaner, more professional results and a workflow to animate any text we want. Once we know this workflow, one last feature to talk about is the animation speed. Having 12 or 16 segments to animate individually gives us the opportunity to customize the speed of each segment, and also elevates the possibilities to end up with an irregular rhythm. To avoid bad looking results, I recommend to keep a regular animation speed for each segment. It's good if you finish with a plain and boring global animation, cause this gives you the opportunity to play with the overall speed of the comp. You just have to go one level up and modify the global speed of the main comp. With the shortcut Ctrl-Alt-T, we activate time remap, and this way will have one speed curve to act over the global speed. It's almost a procedural way to configure our animation. And that was it on tips and workflow to text reveal effect. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you find something useful, and see you on the next tutorial.